Time is weird. This piece isn't about time, but it's definitely involved. I've been involved with a lot. I've seen a lot, felt a lot, got knocked down and brought back up, but barely. I'm still standing free, but my knee threatens instability. An unstable walk thought to relate well with a fable I ought to tell. There was once a man. His name is a mystery. Maybe. Maybe. See, if you've been in my life lately, you understand. Maybe only partly. I may be exaggerating on some points, but only barely. He had hopes, or rather he has hopes, but his past threatens a last hurrah as he casts forth the raw portrait of a life unfinished, seeking out the heat of a furnace to refine him and burn this excess that messes him up. He had, or maybe has, dreams that he presents in his head. He presents them to others, but instead, it's quiet. Or a whisper. Not from them, but inside. A sly, snide idea slides into my eyes. The present is the only time you'll feel alive. He holds out for a future that cannot be seen, to shape a scene like a painting on display. Far away he sees a house, and the things he likes, the things he loves, the ones he loves beside him, but it's far away. He runs to chase it, but on the way he trips. His knee isn't doing that great. When was the last time you thought you had it right? Only to find yourself fighting to keep alight the once bright, now past highlights of a life that continues past the last night. Why is now the hardest time to be in, with the past behind us and the future effortlessly in front? Caught between what was, is, and will be with only a faint idea of what that even means. Why is the future a second away, but so far away that today never becomes tomorrow, until you realize where you are? You see, it's been a while, and a lot. Not enough to knock me down, but taking what I've got, what I thought, and what I ought to do, and mixing it in with a mess of materials, with disappointments, dissatisfaction, and mostly mental turmoil, with physical toil added to the mess. In the midst of an emotional mire and chaos sits a flame. Smoldering. It's burning, though broken, bent yet not spent. A flickering flame. Finding some way to train his brain to be a little more focused, to find his rhythm in an offbeat world, syncopated performances anticipated by next to no one. Nowhere near the light of a sun, but seeking the sun's warm embrace. Not needing a lot, but wanting to put the rest of what it's got into jotting down some lines that can be seen and felt and read, and maybe instead of letting all of the insane problems and difficulties shape a world in which this flame gets stuck in its head, instead, the flame, the burning, will smolder and grow and fight until its light is burning brighter than anyone ever thought it might. Maybe the smoldering means that what it yearns for is a return, but it needed a little more time to burn.